Jonathan Hunt, Dr. Houman Hamadi, David Spunt, and Lauren Blanchard. Tonight, we are talking about Don Lemon's comments that Nikki Haley is past her prime. And it really is, Jonathan Hunt, kind of ridiculous because I went and I looked, and there are women, there are historic women in all kinds of different aspects. Yeah. Martha Stewart didn't do anything until she was 50, and I could go down the list.
I would like to see Don Lemon say that to my 82-year-old mother and see what happens.
Right.
But, he called, what did he apologized and said it was inartful and irrelevant. It was offensive and it was plain stupid. Don Lemon probably thought he could get away with it because only 6 people were watching his new show. But, seriously, why?
The whole thing, David Spunt, is you look at this and you think, okay, if somebody else said this, and I know I hate the whole whataboutism, but if somebody else said this about, or if even he said this about Hillary Clinton back in 2016, the reaction might have been a little bit different. Your thoughts on that?
All I know is I would never say it. I have a wife, I have a daughter, my mother, my late grandmothers, both resting in peace right now. I was so close with them. They were in their prime well into their 80s. I think that it's something I would not say.
Yeah, I think that's good advice for everybody. I want to read some of these. This is from our responses. Tommy Biokas, I don't know, Tommy, apologies for that. But he says, by those metrics, Mr. Lemon at 56 is a dinosaur, which is a fair assessment. Garrett Evans says, if any conservative said that about a liberal woman, he'd be labeled misogynistic. And kind of to my point, lastly, that's really what it all comes down to, Houman Hamadi. Because the concept here is that you got a lot of women. You look at Jennifer Aniston, who's 52. You look at Elle Macpherson, who's 58 or something. These people are just thriving right now.
Trace, forget 50s. The biggest fan of this show is a lady, 82 years old in Santa Monica, who's desperate to meet you, named Elaine Goldengaler. Elaine is 82 years old, and she can eat Don Lemon for lunch, intellectually or physically. And I would love to put the two of them in a little cage match together, and I know who's going to win. That's a ridiculous comment. I don't even understand what got him to think about it. I don't know what got him to write this silly non-apology. I think Amy Entellus, who's the head of talent for CNN, is probably going to have him in her office tomorrow if she hasn't already, reading him the riot act, and I hope she does.
Lauren Blanchard, are you offended by this? What do you think?
Trace, this makes my blood boil. Listen, I think we should be past the point where we are judging or making jokes about women based on their age or their, what they look like. I would say those jokes, those judgments, those are past their prime, so do better, Don.
Yeah, I don't want to reveal any secrets, but my wife is Nikki Haley's age, and she is a smoke show. I'm just letting you all know that. Thank you all for joining the Nightcap. Jonathan Hunt, Houman Hamadi, David Spunt, we loved having you on. Lauren Blanchard, thank you all. And